RoadGlideSully here, checking in from the once independent Lone Star State. Sitting here chooching on a Rossi Canadian. Hopefully you can see that. In it, I have some Country Squire Cowboy Coffee. I mentioned this in a post a couple of weeks ago. I'm going to probably end up doing a review on this tobacco. It's kind of one of those, I wouldn't normally have smoked it if I just walked into a shop and smelled it or, looked at the ingredients, but it is a phenomenal tobacco and I want to do a review on it. Try to help the guys out at Country Squire. They're a great bunch of guys. They do a podcast as well, yada, yada, yada. You know the drill. Anyway, so that's not what this video is about. This video is about the Hill Country Pipe and Tobacco meetup that we did on Sunday, July 7th. So there were 4 of us there. Myself, Eric Rana, the RoadKing Piper, Chris Fletch, who is the SuperGlide Fletch. Yes! I got to tell you, that is exactly what you get from Fletch when you meet him. His videos are exactly what you see in person. Great guy. Glad I had the opportunity to meet Fletch. And then I also had a buddy of mine that came from Kansas. July 6th was my birthday. And he surprised me on my birthday by bringing his family down here and showing up on my doorstep. And so he tagged along to the pipe and tobacco meetup, and smoked a cigar. So cigar friendly. But we had a great old time. We left Drip about 12:30. I think Eric left. Eric's in San Antonio. So he's in San Antonio. Easy for me to say. And he left earlier, met me in Drip. We did kind of a scenic route through the Texas Hill Country, made our way to Llano, and met up with Fletch at a Stripes gas station in Llano, and then made the last little stretch with all 3 of us down to the Pecan Grove Country Store. Now, you've probably never heard of it, never will, outside of this video or maybe Eric's video or Fletch's video, but it's one of those, what I would say is one of many hidden little gems in the Texas Hill Country. There's places like this all over the place. We sat underneath a beautiful, beautiful set of oak trees, and it was nice and shaded. It's pretty cool, all things considered, kind of Texas cool. It was, 90 to 95 degrees most of the day. We were there in the hottest part of the afternoon, but it was awesome. Normally I would say that, what happens on a YTPC meetup stays on a YTPC meetup, but I got to tell you, YTPC meetups are not Vegas. What happens on a YTPC meetup makes its way to YouTube. And there are some shenanigans like this.
I figured so, because there's no way it's going to be from reliability. Although they say they're pretty reliable, but I don't know. I haven't witnessed that yet. In fact, I'm taking my wife. She's got a CVT transmission. I'm about ready to.
So as you can see, we have our fair share of shenanigans. Maybe things that are slightly inappropriate until you realize that they're not. But we had a great time. I got the opportunity to meet Eric Rana again. He and I met up a couple of months ago for a pipe meetup in Drip, and got the opportunity to meet Fletch for the first time. And he's as great of a guy as you see on his videos. So, like I said, I don't know if I said this or not, but like I said, highly recommend going to a pipe meetup if you have a chance. I know there's several folks in the Austin area, and by Austin area, I mean, like 6-7 hours away, that next time we do a pipe meetup, I highly recommend you guys coming out. You don't have to ride a Harley. You don't have to smoke pipes. I mean, you can smoke cigarettes, tobacco of any kind. I don't care. We don't care. But it's a great opportunity just to meet folks and chat with folks. You don't even have to be a presenter. If you're a lurker, I hate that term, but if you're a lurker and you are in the vicinity, next time you see our post about another Hill Country Pipe and Tobacco meetup, come on out and meet us. It'll be a good time, I'm sure. We had a few beverages, shared several bowls of tobacco, lots of samples on the table. It's how we roll in Texas. You'll see that in the video. Some really, really hard decisions. Really, really hard decisions like this. All right, so we got a little bit of tobacco here on the table,
Just a little bit.
and we got a lot of choices to make. And I've got it narrowed down to 2 tobaccos. I got an old Codger OTC blend and a
Make that too.
or Velvet. I could do Velvet too. I could do Velvet, or I could do McClellan. Velvet or yeah, okay. Hey, I'm sorry. I had to go with the unicorn. There were a ton of tobacco samples. We shared a few samples, got to take home some samples. It's a great way to not only meet fellow YTPC members and viewers, but it's also a great way to try some new tobaccos. Try tobaccos that you've not had before. So anyway, highly recommend it. I know there's several folks. Derek Tant, I know you're in the area. I know you're not far. Next time, man. We're going to do it probably, I'm hoping, on a quarterly basis. We haven't really talked about the frequency. We have talked about maybe doing a ride or two separate from the kind of the pipe meetups. But we definitely want to kind of keep this thing going. It's a great time. It's an easy afternoon. It's a better part of an afternoon, but it's a great way to get to know some folks that you may otherwise not have the opportunity to actually meet in person. So check it out. I will... as will Eric, as will, I'm sure, SuperGlide. Once we set the next date for the next pipe and tobacco meetup, we'll put it out on YouTube, hopefully far enough in advance to where folks will have the opportunity to tag along and enjoy a few bowls with us. So I didn't do a lot of actual video of the actual meetup, and the reason for that is kind of intentional. When I meet with folks, I want folks to have my attention, and I want to have their attention. I know SuperGlide did a really quick video, which was kind of funny, and I know Eric is probably putting together a video as well. He probably has more just general content from the actual pipe meetup, but I like to focus as much as I can on the people that I'm sitting with, so I can get to know them and devote that time for that, and then I'll come back, do this. I put together a quick montage video, just some of the general fun that we had. Not a lot at the table, but a little bit on the way home. Most of it's motorcycles. Sorry, guys. It's how I roll. So check out that quick montage video. I'm going to go ahead and sign off now and leave you with a few tunes and some video of the afternoon's festivities. So until next time, I am RoadGlideSully. Keep the rubber side down.